This is the Model Mania drawing from the Solid Solutions SolidWorks 2021 upgrade event, and in this video I'm going to run you through the steps required to create this part in the fastest time possible. Let's start off by looking at the drawing. We can see from the view in the top left that the part has a reasonably intricate profile with two cutouts, one to the front and one to the rear of the part. There are also a number of holes in the part, which usually I would leave as separate features, but as this is about speed, the two larger holes can be included in the main sketch profile. But the two stepped-in counterbore holes will need to be added within their own feature. And then finally there are some fillets and chamfers to add, along with the material for the part. So let's get going and take a look at how we can approach this model. The first thing we need to do is create a new part. Choose a plane to work on and open up a new sketch. Rather than sketching each line individually, you can use the slot tool to define the top portion of the model, followed by a centre line running down from the middle of the slot. This allows us to easily position the circular cutouts and the bottom circular edge of the profile. Mouse gestures will allow us to pick our sketch tools quicker, such as the line tool, which we can use here to add in tangent lines between the slot and the lower circle. Add in some final straight lines to the right hand side and then trim these back. We also need a parallel relationship between the two tangent lines protruding from the lower circular edge. Using the mouse gestures again to prompt the Smart Dimension tool this time, we can begin defining some key dimensions, such as the slot width, central height and all other key dimensions, such as the hole size and angles. Once these dimensions are in, add the 5mm and 8mm radiuses using the Sketch Fillet tool. Lastly, add in the lower strut detail and dimensions. Trimming this sketch back would take time, so instead hold Ctrl and Alt and enter the Selected Contours command and pre-select the areas of interest. Once highlighted, the Extrude Boss Base command appears and the feature can be directly entered. Extrude this to 8mm. Next to the cutouts. For the front cut, all that is needed is an arc and a line. The Center Arc tool can be used to snap to the centre of the existing hole, and then the L key used to prompt the Sketch Line tool. The last thing is to then create the extrude cut to a depth of 3mm. Spin the model round to the opposite side, create a new sketch and pick the slot tool, snapping to both the lower angled edge of the existing model and the centre of the upper hole. Then use the mouse gestures to prompt the Smart Dimension tool in order to add in the radius and the angle. Whilst we're still looking at the model from this angle, we can add in the countersunk holes. The fastest way to achieve this is by using the Hole Wizard command. If the custom sizing option is chosen, our required size can be added, and even the extra counterbore head clearance can be added too. Hover over the arc of the upper corners to wake up the centre points and snap in both points. There are a selection of fillet sizes that are needed: 1mm, 2mm and 5mm, and these can all be added as part of a single fillet feature using the multiple radius option. Add the chamfers in to all edges specified on the drawing at 45 degrees and 0.5 of a millimetre. And then finally, make sure that the material is set to 6061 alloy, which can be searched for from the materials search dialog. The end result should then be a part file with a weight of 15.41 grams.